Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Everybody, good morning, good evening, good night. Wherever you are in the world, hello. I hope you're doing well. Today is Wednesday, and it's hump day. Time to get over the hump, y'all. Get to work and get things done, right? So this morning I am in yet another book. I will go back to the leadership books tomorrow, but I want to talk about this book because I'm doing double duty today. So I decided to stop doing 2-3 things that actually could be done one time and count for like several different things. Miracle. Because actually my friend, one of my online friends, June Lowe, gave me this idea about a few weeks ago, and I said, okay, I'm gonna download if there's an app that allows you to post your lives to several different platforms at the same time. And why I did not download it, I have no idea. So today, because I wanted to do a video for my YouTube channel, and so that's been one of those things that I've been slacking on, is doing my videos for my YouTube channel. But then I thought about it, I said, wait a minute, I do a video every day. Why not just upload those videos to the YouTube channel? Oh my God. And so I wanted to continue this book that I've been on my YouTube channel, because I'm way behind on the dates. But this book here, A Year of Positive Thinking, Daily Inspiration, Wisdom, and Courage, is by a lady named Cyndie Spiegel. And so today's topic is disappointment is the inevitable result of expectation. You think that's a negative thing, right? Nah, I want to read you what she has in the book first before I start talking about it. Okay, so hope, but don't expect. Because when your expectations aren't met or fulfilled, the result is disappointment. The next time your expectations inevitably lead to disappointment, shift your perception. What if, instead of seeing disappointment as a negative experience, you saw it as a compass directing you to something even better? So, excuse me, that's in line with the positive thinking positive, right? So, a lot of people have the perception that thinking positive is some kind of frou-frou thing and all that kind of thing. But if you really think about it, the law of attraction, the law of reciprocity, the law of whatever, you can name all 17 laws, and they all preach a positive thought pattern. If your thought patterns were negative, you wouldn't want to reciprocate or give to other people. You wouldn't want to. If your thought patterns were negative and not positive, you couldn't attract anything positive, right? You couldn't attract good things to your life. Everything that you attract would be what you thought about. And if you think about negative stuff all the time, guess what? That's what's going to come into your life. So with this, your expectations are your thoughts. What are you thinking? What are you expecting from life? What are you expecting from other people? Because if you're expecting things from other people, a lot of times, if you're expecting things from other people, you may be disappointed. But how can you manage the disappointment? Now, I'm not telling you not to expect things. I'm not telling you that. What I'm telling you is that change your expectations to something of greatness. Be greater than your expectations, or have your thoughts be greater than your expectations. So if you expect a project that you're doing to go one way and it doesn't go that way, what happens? Most of the time, because we're human, we get disappointed. But how do you manage the disappointment? Are you just falling down and wallowing in self-pity and saying, okay, my thing didn't work, okay, I'm done? Are you doing that? Or are you taking that disappointment, because you are going to be disappointed if your expectations aren't met, right? But are you taking that disappointment and changing it into some type of fuel? Disappointment sometimes it's usually the result of failure at something. And you know the old saying that all the wealthy people have failed multiple times, but the difference between a wealthy person and a person that's not is that the wealthy person takes that failure and turns it around and keeps going. Somebody that's not takes that failure as failure and they're done. Oh, that wasn't meant for me, or I wasn't meant to do that. So the disappointment, when disappointment hits because of your expectations, get up and try again. Because the only thing that it means as far as disappointment is concerned is that your next best thing is right around the corner, and you can do that. You can get up and don't wallow in self-pity, because your ability to get up and do it again has not been diminished, because you're not dead. If you were dead, then yeah, well, it's all over but the crying, right? But if you expected something to turn out one way and it didn't, make a new plan. You remember I was talking about making new plans back a couple weeks ago when I was talking about ways to come out of the employee mindset into the entrepreneur mindset. So when you do that and you make a new plan to do something else, then expect great things. I'm not telling you not to expect things, but expect great things. If you expect great things in a specified way, then there may be some disappointment, because you expect it to go one way and now it's going in a totally different opposite direction. You're going, oh, okay, so how can I turn this around? Well, how can I make this better and make this something? Good morning, Vivian. Make this something that works for me. So, for instance, I had a project that I was doing, and I was just wondering why. And I expected, when I got started with this project, and of course, every time you do something, you expect it to go well, right? You're not going into something expecting it to fail. Nobody does that, because why would you even do it if the expectation was for it to fail? But you go into things expecting them to turn out a certain way. So I had a project, and I just knew this was going to be it. This was going to be my $1 million baby, and oh my God, I'm going to do this, and yes. And it didn't work. And of course, I was disappointed. But I turned around and I looked at it and I go, okay, Vivian, how can you fix this? What can you do to turn this around? Maybe it may not be the $1,000,000 baby. Maybe it's the $100 baby. Maybe it's the $1,000 baby, but it's still your baby. So keep going. You know, if you expect something to turn out one way, it turns out another. How about just reanalyzing and looking at it again and going, let's see, how can I make that better? How can I tweak that just the hair and just to make it so much better? I'm gonna tell you, last night I was on a Zoom call with Wesley, Virgin, and Ariella Iorio. We were talking about our YouTube channels. And they were critiquing YouTube channels and people's thumbnails and banners and things like that to make them better. Their titles of the videos and all of that. So if, when people put out their work, they're expecting people to like it, right? They're expecting people to just look at it and go, oh, this is the best thing since sliced bread. But that's not always the reality, because naturally YouTube has a lot of folks on it, lots, because it is still one of the largest search engines in the world. So there's a lot of people putting out videos on YouTube, and not everybody's going to be a famous YouTuber. If that's not your deal, then don't worry about it. But if you are looking to monetize, then you have to listen to people who have had that experience, right? So your expectations now are that you're going to take that advice, and the people that were critiqued, they took that advice and they tweaked some stuff and now start it over, right? So if you are wanting to improve something you're doing, ask somebody that knows. Sometimes that's all it takes, is ask somebody that knows how to do it, so that when you start tweaking yours to to fit your personality, you're not trying to be that person, but what you're trying to do is to improve your persona or your um, channel to fit your personality. So you putting your own spin on it, but you're taking their advice on the mechanics. So the mechanics of it are, make a better title, make a better thumbnail, um, make your descriptions better, that sort of thing. So if that's part of your expectation, is that now that you've made those improvements, that your channel is going to be better, then yes, keep expecting that. But if it's not exactly, good morning, Susan. If it's not exactly that, then keep tweaking. Keep improving until it gets to the point where you want it to be, because otherwise you're doing yourself a disservice. Just being disappointed is a natural thing. If you expect something, doesn't turn out, you're going to be disappointed. In the story. But how do you manage that disappointment? That's the key. Manage the disappointment in a way that moves you forward versus backwards. Because if you're disappointed and you just give up, then you just totally wasted your time, pretty much. That whatever you were doing and you just give up because it doesn't go right the first time, you wasted your time. So don't waste your time. Whatever that project is, whatever that thing is that you're doing, that you want to succeed and that you expect great things from, when the disappointments come or the failures come, treat them as your fuel, not as your failure. Whenever things don't go right, here's an idea. Whenever things don't go right, call failures fuel. Oh man, I fueled. Ugh. oh well, my engine can keep on going because I'm fueled now. And then look at it that way. You know, everything, all those things, anything in life that you're doing, that you're trying to get someplace and it's a failure. Failure's not permanent, by the way. Failure's never permanent unless you let it be permanent. If you let it be permanent, then you wasted your time again. But failure is fuel. It's just fuel to fuel your engine to go forward faster. Keep putting that fuel in. Because every time you put that fuel in, you go faster, you get better, and you get better, and you get better, and all of a sudden, you're the best. I'm the best. Yes, I'm the best. And even if you're not, say it. Say you're the best. Believe you're the best. Because your thoughts, every time you think the best, you get the best, even out of yourself. So rejoice and celebrate, because when you are disappointed because of expectations didn't turn out, rejoice and celebrate, because that means that your next best opportunity is just right around the corner and you can do that. Okay, guys? All right. So I hope you got something out of that. Thank you, Vivian, and thank you, Susan, for joining me. And just go out and still expect things, but know that there may be disappointments, but you can do it. You can improve it, and you can go on. Fuel, not failure. All right, guys. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day, and bye-bye. Hey guys, I forgot something. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that and that you got something out of that message and how to instantly avoid disappointment. So, got to tell you, down below, there's a link to the book. You know, you got that, right? There's a link to the book, Your Positive Thinking, and there's also a link to the Overnight Millionaire program. It's down there, down below. So don't forget, like, share, subscribe, push that notification button if you haven't already. And when you come back, don't forget to bring somebody else with you, okay? So that they can get something out of all these messages as well. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I will talk to you next time in the next video. And I wish you peace. I wish you love, and I love you guys so much. Thanks again for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.